Hello and welcome to Living Right with Chris. My name is Chris Isuke, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the first month of the year. Yes, it's a new year, and I'm so excited that we are here alive, hale and hearty. I want to admonish us for those that are new here, if you've not subscribed to this channel or you are seeing me for the first time, please do well to subscribe to this channel and invite your family and friends by sharing our link with them to join us and learn from this whole wisdom. Thank you for doing that. Right, so let's go to what we have for the month. The month of January, um, being the beginning of the year, sets the tone for the year. So whatever you make of this month, January, determines to a large extent how the year will go for you, right? Nothing truly changed with the passage of time. What causes change are the truth we receive, the knowledge we gather, and how we are able to apply them, you know, correctly in our daily dealings. These are what help changes to come. You know, uh, you can enter into a new year and still remain in the same old circle. So, what differentiates one person from the other is the ability to begin to do things differently. First, to see things differently, and then begin to do things differently. Year 2026 will only be kind to those who are prepared. So, if you're not prepared for the year, then it will sweep you off, right? Uh, It doesn't just come because I've heard a lot of people, gotten a lot of messages, prayers, and all that because largely we are people of faith. We say a lot of prayers without a backing of works. We say a lot of prayer backed by faith without the requisite works. You will hear people say, "Oh, this year will be kind to you, or will be kinder to you, or this year will be a year of blessing." The fact remains that except we do or play our parts and do the work, we'll continue to recycle our year day in, day out, year in, year out, because the fact remains that the chronology of time, the passage of time, um, um, does not really change anything. Time does not change anything. January is just a number, another month of the year. Nothing changes when we crossed over from 31st December to 1st January. The only thing that can cause a change is if we begin to decide to do things differently. That is where we can get our change. To see a change, you must intentionally create it. The fact is, year 2026 will only be kind to the prepared. So if you are unprepared, you you cannot get the best out of 2026. In fact, the best you can get is a repetition of the results of 2025. And in reality, you will even get less than the result of 2025 because times are changing and things are, evolving. So, what do you need to do in this year, especially in this month? Because remember, I said that January sets the tone for the year. So, what do you need? What are the tools you need to plan the year in this month of January? The first tool you need is the tool of discernment, the ability to perceive things before they happen. So, it's not enough to just jump into the race of 2026 in this month of January. Those who will go far are those who will have a retreat back, plan have a plan based on what they have seen, what they have perceived, and really sit back to have enough energy that will prepare them for the race for 2026. So if you just jump into the year and you're just running, then you will not run far. You will gas out before where we get to April, right? So the first thing you need is discernment, ability to discern what is happening in the now. The old is gone. What played out or worked for you in 2025 might not work for you in this year 2026. So you must have to re-strategize. You have to, recalibrate. You have to rethink your processes. You have to, you know, reassess your strategy, and then before you set off to move. So in January is not the time to just run into the race of 2026 or join the bandwagon that moves with the speed of light because they've entered the new year and perhaps have written out certain um, um, resolutions, so to say, that they must achieve. What are you discerning? What have you perceived is happening around you, in your locality, in your world, in the world over? What is happening in your country? Where are the where are things shifting to? Do you know? Have you been able to discern it? Because it is only when you know where things are moving towards that you are able to channel your energy to the things that matter, and that is where you get results. All right. So where is your energy going to? Where are you focusing your energy on? You must really take that to cognizance. Secondly, the next thing we must, the next tool we must possess is a mind reset. You know, you need to change your understanding and your thought process. Fact is, you cannot continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. This year, we must sit back, even in this month of January, to do a mind reset. We begin to change our perception of life. We begin to change the way we viewed life in 2025. We begin to, look at life from a different perspective. We must begin to think in layers, right? Look at a situation from every angle and not just be moved by our emotion. We must have resetting of our mind, because the fact is the things that have limited us thus far, the greatest factor that limits us, as humans, is our mindset. So whatever we have achieved, we cannot do beyond our mindset. So it means that the boundary for our success is delineated by our mindset. So we must begin to have a mind reset. The way our thought process must change if we would see, a different result in the year 2026. Also, another thing you must have as a tool is your systems. So, what system do you have in place to guide your actions and your decisions? You know, I'm used to people talking about setting goals for the year, setting goals for the year. And I'm tempted sometimes to ask, like I'll ask you now, if you're sincere with yourself for the year 2025, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you want to rate yourself, how much of your goals did you achieve in 2025 that you set at the beginning of the year? The fact is that a lot of us are setting goals, only few are scoring goals. And the only way to translate your goals to become reality is the system that you put in place that help you, you know, achieve all of the goals that you have set. It helps you pick your goals from being goals to being your reality. So, what system do you have in place? These are the tool, the system and structure that you put in place. And one of the things that will help you create system is to have things that for the year you will say these are things that I will not negotiate with. They are non-negotiables. What are your non-negotiables for the year 2026? In your health, what are non-negotiables? In your finance, in your relationships, in your secular job, for example. What are the things that are non-negotiable? What are the things that create a system around your goal? And this stems from your values. So it is not enough to start creating goals. You must begin to create systems that will help you achieve the goals and put structure in place to achieving all of your goals that you have set. So goal setting talks about the things that you hope to achieve, while goal scoring talks about having system and structures in place that guides you in attaining your goals. So January is not a time for speed, to just run, without a clear direction, without the right system, or without the right mindset. The fact is, movement without discernment will run you at a loss. So January is a time for retreat, for reflection, and for recalibration. If we must make success out of our 2026, Then, like I said earlier, we set the tone in January. And January is that time where we do not just run into the year, because success in life does not count by the speed that we put in our year, but by clarity with which we move into the year. So January is the time where we gain clarity of what we want to do, right, in the course of the year. So as we move into the year, there are things that we must watch out for, in the course of the year. Number one is settling in success. Whenever we settle in success, we limit ourselves. So, in the course of the year, when you hit that milestone, do not settle there, because there's always more that we can be. There's more that we can achieve, right? So, do not settle in success. Secondly, worshiping safety. Sometimes we have created, for some of us, we have created a safety net around us. We don't want to stretch our boundaries. We don't want to go beyond our perceived capacity. We don't want to stretch ourselves. Sometimes it comes from a place of fear or from a place of trauma, right? But to make a success out of the year, we must push our boundary. We must not settle in our safety. Those things that we feel they are not easy to do, we must push beyond the boundary. Don't don't live within uh, you know a a wall you have set, right? A boundary you have set for yourself. Thirdly, misinterpreting adversity. You know, sometimes we think that adversity is the end of us. No, the fact is, um, hard times will come in the course of the year. Trials and temptations will come, but we should understand that even when we fail, it is not the end. Adversity, when they come, we should look at it from the standpoint of um, a system that help propel us to leave our comfort zone. So when adversity comes, the ability to face them headlong will teach us lessons, valuable lessons that will leap us forward to achieving our goals. So we should not see adversity as an end, but we should see them as a means to propel us to our destiny, right? And fourthly, resisting change. We should understand that change is the only constant thing in life. So when change come, right, we should embrace them. We should upgrade ourselves. We are living in a world where uh, we're currently driven um, by technology, Internet of Things, AI, and all that. So we must learn to adapt to the changes that is occurring in the world today. That is how we can win our year. So as we go in the course of this year, let's take this, put them in mind, and we would succeed if we do at the end of the day. I want to thank you for being here. It's a new year, and we're starting the year on a good note. I want you to subscribe to this channel if you've not done that, or you're new here, you're seeing me for the first time. Please like this video, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to this channel. Also, I want you to share our link with your family and friends. Invite them to this hub of wisdom, and together we'll grow. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.